In Jim Reed's final years, he descended into the fog of Alzheimer's. It was his wife Anne who cared for him, but she needed help. As she discovered, and as today's report highlights, getting good care at home can be difficult. In the 4 years up to his death, they had 53 different care workers. Some were good, but many were not.
I had one carer who left Jim stranded at the top of the stairs in the stair lift. Having soaked himself, he needed the toilet. I had another carer who was watching television and a neighbour caught Jim trying to climb over the garden fence. I had another one who refused to let him go to the toilet. He announced quite loudly that he was busy reading the newspaper.
The report by the Equality and Human Rights Commission is highly critical. It estimates about 250,000 elderly people have home care that's so poor it breaches their human rights. Visits are often 15 minutes long and rushed. People aren't helped to eat, causing concern about their nutrition, and there can be rough handling that amounts to abuse.
The funding means that people are squeezed, that there aren't enough care workers and there isn't enough time. But it's not just that, it's also the attitude. We don't build human rights, we don't think about human rights, but if we build human rights in, it needn't cost really any more.
Those who work in home care say where there is poor care, it needs to change. But with local authorities under financial pressure, that often means care workers are given less time for visits.
They're being asked to cram more work into the time available. So you might, for instance, be asked to help somebody get out of bed, get washed and get dressed in 15 minutes. You might even be asked to cook them some breakfast in that time. Bearing in mind that most people receiving home care have some level of confusion, memory loss, maybe dementia. Time is really important if you're going to offer dignified care geared to the individual.
The government says it will root out bad practice and that inspections of home care providers are being introduced.